So welcome to today's video on improving power consumption in induction melting. Discipline is going to be a key factor in controlling power consumption. I would like to give a important slogan to you all. It's melt fast, pour fast. Guideline for best melting practices. Do not operate the furnace at lower power. Always run the furnace with full power from beginning. Do dense charging to get full power from beginning. Full power drawn in the furnace right from first minute. Write down power meter reading before start of new heat so that you can understand what was your last heat timing and power consumption. Why furnace does not get full power? Lightweight scrap, less charging, slag built up, more lining wall. If not above, please contact your furnace manufacturer as there will be a problem with the panel or card. Guideline for the best melting practices. Weigh 100% material before charging. It will help you to avoid the late additions. This will help you to reduce melting time and power consumption. You can see dense charging in the furnace, which reduces the melting time and power consumption. Never melt more than furnace size or capacity. Always work at coil level only. Above coil level, furnace is inefficient and it will increase power consumption. Study energy bills carefully before paying so that you will able to do some improvements to reduce power cost. Avoid often cold start of furnace. Cold start heat should take not more than 10 to 15% of extra time. Cool the furnace faster after shutdown with help of fan. This will give small cracks than the bigger cracks which are more dangerous. Less lining life, more sintering heats will increase your power consumption and thus power bill. So follow good practices in lining and sintering process. Do not keep furnace open during melting. Provide Cerawul cover. Always cover ladle with Cerawul cover to reduce temperature drop, which will help you to reduce tapping temperature and reduce energy. You can see furnace is covered with Cerawul cover for improving melting efficiency and for reducing power consumption. You can see ladle with Cerawul cover, which will reduce your drop in temperature during pouring. Holding of furnace for breakdowns, no manpower during lunchtime, shift change time, scrap and other material not available on platform, low manpower, molds not ready. So these are the various reasons for which furnace gets hold. You have to avoid this reason because holding of furnace for any reason will directly increase your power cost and power consumption. Use preheated ladle for reducing power consumption. To maintain ladle red hot, keep Cerawul on ladles after pouring. Avoid return of metal coming from pouring. This metal is having less temperature and thus will increase your power consumption. So you can see cover is kept on the ladle even after pouring so that it will remain hot. You can see red hot treatment ladle with good condition of pockets so that your power consumption, your tapping temperature will be low and your power consumption will get reduced. This is the way you can use ladle preheaters also for heating the ladles by either preheating ladles with the preheaters or by metal. Use short blasted or tumbled runner risers. Black runner risers with sand will increase your power consumption and also reduce lining life. So this is the picture for runner riser used after short blasting and tumbling. It is preferred to use this kind of tumbled or short blasted runner riser to reduce your power consumption. Use glass scrap or furnace cleaning agent periodically to avoid slag buildup in the furnace. Slag buildup will reduce metal capacity and will draw less power and thus increase power consumption. So it is very important to keep furnace clean and slack free. Before start of furnace, you must ensure one charge is ready on furnace deck, molds are ready, power reading is noted for previous heat. This is a picture where you can see one full charge is ready with scrap and alloys on the furnace deck, so that you can immediately put that scrap into the furnace after tapping, and so that you can get full power from the beginning. Always keep 20 to 25 kgs MS or CRC aside for avoiding late addition of coke, as late addition of coke takes more melting time and give erratic reason, and most importantly it will hold your furnace and your power consumption will goes up. Slogan: always prefer to add CRCA, do not add carbon at the end as a late addition. Keep some CRCA aside to maintain carbon percentage as per expectation. Molds should be always ahead of metal. Metal should not wait for molds. This is 4 case studies I have shared with you with the power consumption of the furnace. You can see 350, 325, 300 and 275 units per heat. So if you consider a benchmarking, then you can see 25 units extra will cost you about 238 rupees per heat. If you consider 44 heats per day of 500 kgs, will save you more than 10,000 rupees per day, which will be around 2,50,000 rupees per month. So 2,50,000 per month is a huge saving just by saving 25 units per heat. Thumb rule for melting power: power of furnace, that is kW, into 2 will be the melt rate in kgs per hour. So 500 kW furnace will give you around 900 to 1 ton of liquid metal per hour. So keep that thumb rule in mind and try to achieve it so that you can get better power consumption. Thank you very much for patient hearing. Thank you.